Hello, welcome to Timberborn and Tumbleweed here as we continue working on our community. So one of the things we're going to do right away is clear this up. Let's see, we're going to have to go... Yeah, because I realized I goofed. We do not want to do this. We're going to want to go one further down. So for now, I don't remember where we're at. Okay. Let's put another explosive there. Then that gives us our point from which to work with. Yep. And then we'll probably just have to fill this guy back in here, because what we're going to do is we're going to... Yeah, I forgot we needed to put, blow this out so we can have a ditch for it to run into, not just run out all over the surface here. All right. And then what is it that you guys are doing? I don't even know. Didn't I just say put in? I guess maybe I didn't. Okay, what are you guys doing? Must be working on that. Yeah, okay. All right, and so then one of the other things we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take this out. And we are going to here, pick this up, because we're going to have to put in another fill valve. We're going to have to cap this, and so we need to put in another fill valve in which to let the water up. All right, while we do that, we have another problem. With the recent release coming up, I may have to start playing this more often instead of waiting for comments. Because the new update is going to convert all of the sluices to fill valves, which then they will no longer work like this, right? So fill valves, which we have over here, let's see. They only do this. Full, do we... Well, okay, those are on a timer thing. So let's just look at... So if we just do a fill valve there, see, it only does... It doesn't have any control about whether there's bad tide, bad water or not. And so once the new update converts all of our fill valves to, or all of our sluices to fill valves, it may ruin our bad tide diversion. But I mean, this is a lot of work if we're going to try and redo this to replace our current fill valves with our current sluices with fill valves. Jiminy Christmas, man. Now, it would be probably better if we were to convert this so that it actually dropped, it actually sent the bad tide or bad water underground instead of having it come up through this pipe that we built. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It would require, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I suppose we could. All right, do we have. We don't have access down here anymore. I mean, we couldn't come this way, but that's a long ways to go. Yeah. I mean, I suppose what we could do. If we get rid of this wall here, this stack of wood here, levees, then this will just become a waterfall. And so if we were to build down here, see, if we were to do that, we cannot, yeah. What we can do though is we can put that'd be cool, but I think that's going to be, yeah. So we have to put in a tall one. I'm surprised it's not too steep. Too many connections. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. Was that why it said I couldn't connect last time? I thought it was saying that we were blocked. No, all right. So if we get rid of this guy. Yeah, line obstructed. All right, well. Couldn't tell me that to begin with. And we're going to make these, we're going to pause these. So don't work on that. And we're going to come over here and then we're going to work on maybe tunneling and see if we can divert instead of doing the diversion this way, which will free up a lot of resources and all this stuff. going underground. All right, let's do that. Yeah, I was going to say, let's make this a priority, please. And what is that? Is that a 3? Yes. Okay, well, that's not really what we wanted to do. Because that's where our... well, maybe. All right, let's do it. Let's try. So if I put in here... Okay, I think we can do this. All right, this guy here... Go ahead and detonate that. This guy here... And so when it is off, we want unlimited. When it's on, we want nothing, right? Yeah, currently off. So off. We want this off, on, unlimited. Okay. And then we put in one of these. And then we need to cap this. And we do that by getting rid of this. So pick that up, priority. Then we put in a 2. We can get rid of this guy. And instead we put in where it twists the other way. And that should get us where we want to go there. All right. Very good. Let's get back over here. Have we started working on this? No. Because we're working on this. Okay. All right. We'll reconnect that for now. Make this a little faster over here. We have a drought coming in, so we're not too concerned. But I bet these guys are done over here. Almost. Now they're done. All right. All my confusion about how we were going to get that done. Then we'll put in this guy here. Let's remove that. We'll say pick that up. Make that a priority. What? Gears? No. Huh? Well, we'll start making some gears then. Why? Why do these guys have all the gears? 344 gears? Where do they even have the storage for that? Oh, here? No. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, let's get rid of that. Where do they have storage for gears? 300 worth. Here? Okay. And these guys don't have any storage for gears. Well, what? What? Who failed in that planning? Okay, yes, very good. Now we're going to get rid of all this. And we're going to want to see, let's do it this way. Yeah, it means we're going to have to delete that. Okay, that's just the wall. We can do that. We also need to get rid of this. Oh, I guess we didn't. Okay, well, whatever. I was thinking we would because we'd need to blast to connect to this tunnel, but yeah, sorry, the tunnel's already there. All right. Well, another classic goof by me there. And then we'll put storage here. Of explosives, get prioritize, make that a priority build, extract, obtain, prioritize, planks, obtain, prioritize, and then we're going to want to put in several log. Okay. I think we would need to pause all of our lumberjacks. So for these guys, all their lumberjacks are paused. Okay. Because we are going to create let's prioritize these builds. As you can tell, I'm still not used to being able to just copy because I still place buildings the old-fashioned way. Yeah, because we're going to be filling these up with these logs here. Yeah, don't. Do we have? Okay, we don't have anybody chopping wood over here. Huh? Okay. Now what? Can't get all treated planks. Oh, because, yes, because I'm still running this guy over here. And, okay. All right. Now, is that because I've said don't import treated planks? No. Just that this guy couldn't keep up. Slacker. All right, how are we doing over here? But then I don't know. To get access, start blowing water, drilling down. Not sure how we're going to do that. Yay, all right. Yes, all right. So these guys are done. They're good. Let's get rid of that. We'll leave this down here because we're going to have to do the same thing over here. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to take all of this down by 1. Let's pick that up. Nighttime, so let's check on progress over here. Oh yeah, we're probably going to need to do this twice the size. So let's get rid of that. Holy smokes. And then here, oh, wait, what do I hear? What's going on? Somebody's been a landscaper because I'm recording. Well, we don't want these two here. Let's make this a priority pickup. Priority pickup. Yep, okay. Very good. Yeah, we have to fix the conversion of sluices to fill valves before the next update. Because I don't want to start this over again. It would be like the second time that we've had to restart this map. I don't want to do that. It's too big of a map to be restarting it. Every time they come out with an update and decide that it's going to be a major change that really affect our systems. Okay. Pick up all these logs. Now, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to leave these unlimited for now. So you guys have 15. So let's turn on 15 unemployed beavers. So let's turn that on. And they have now 176 gears. All right. We'll pause one of you guys. They also have 419 treated planks. We're just going to keep working on that. Okay, and then we're going to build this guy here. Construction lacks materials. What? Yeah, because we're out of wood. It's all right. You know, what I don't want you to do is import wood. Over to rust. Here, make that a priority build. Let's see, do we have... Rust shouldn't be importing wood from them anyway. Okay, no. Alright. I guess I should have never turned that off for them. Did all the original disintegrate already? That'd be a shame if it did. So here, if we yeah. So if we come in through here, yeah, all right, let's finish picking up all the wood first. Then we'll start phase 2. Because we're going to need to delete these guys so we can put a road back in there. Yeah, so we need to get over here and take this guy out here. That's 1, 2, 3. So it's a 3. Yeah. Can't do that while everything's on top of it, I guess. Too bad we can't tunnel up. All right, so we finished that. So now we need to... Oop. Okay, and then let's make that a priority pickup there. And then we are going to get rid of this guy and this guy. And we'll tunnel over to here. So let's put nope, it won't go underneath there. Well, that's a ripoff. Maybe this will be close enough. See, I could have just did a copy. Nope. Now these can be emptied. Okay, yes, all right. Right, bad tide approaching. Right. Of course. Of course. Okay, we're gonna have to concentrate on this over here. Let's get rid of this. So whenever the bad tide starts flowing down there, we're not gonna have problems. Okay, now what's up top? Nothing. So we can well, let's see. If I get rid of this, can I place an explosive? I can. Nice. All right. Now, I don't know where it shot that refuse there, but okay. Okay, well, that's all the time we have left for today's episode. So I think hey, is that flowing? That is. Why is that flowing? What? Where do we have a leak? Right there. Hmm. That needs to be that. And then we'll put that there. And a 2 there. But now, yeah, now we can't get to it. Yeah, okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we took away all our infrastructure to get to over there. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, whatever. Whatever. We got to go to. We've spent all our time we can in here, and so we'll have to fix that next time we come back. But hopefully you enjoyed that, and you'll come back and join us when we continue and fix these problems we've created for ourselves. And until then, have a terrific day.